right? So I am going to go to, let me just log out of Qualtrics so that I can show you how I get there. But someone mentioned that if you log on to your student portal, you should be able to see a Qualtrics link there. For me, it just comes up over here. But if you just sign up onto your student portal, you should be able to see a sign in for Qualtrics. And once you log in, it takes you to the Qualtrics page. And then what you want to do is to create a new survey. Okay, so create a new project. So click that right over here. And now you want to name your project. So let's say in this particular case, you're doing, printer project, class example, right? So this is my name, but you can name it whatever you want. And then you can also choose folders. If you don't have these folders chosen, it can just give uncategorized right over here. So I'm just going to use it for teaching right over here because that's what I have for projects for me. So so once you click create, it's going to look like that. The first thing you want to do is to write like a quick, like a introduction to your survey, right? So let me just show you something that I already have, so that you can potentially use the same sort of format for it, right? So let's take something that I already have here, and this is basically the opening portion of your survey, which provides the respondents the first page, right? So right over here, I have this kind of wording over here: researchers at San Francisco State University. Again, if you highlight it, if you click inside it, you are able to edit it. Qualtrics is a fantastic tool, by the way. You can manipulate it so many different ways. So right, if you click, so this right over here is a couple of things you want to keep in mind. This is block. So inside of these blocks, you can put number of questions. And so depending, you typically want to separate blocks for separate products, right? So remember we have 3 different products, so you want 3 different blocks for 3 different products, right? So but also in this particular block, I'm also going to do this as like a welcome block, right? So I'm going to name that. So if you just click this over here, you can edit it, right? So I'm going to say welcome block, right? And then click outside. And right over here, it gives you options for what kinds of questions. Here in this particular case, I just want descriptive text because I'm just welcoming respondents to the survey. So here I'm saying, your researcher at San Francisco State University want to know how you rate printers available in the market. Okay, so you will be provided with a picture of 3 products along with several statements about it, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. Right over here is I also have some guidelines for people to whether to choose or opt out of the survey. So so once you have that, again this is a descriptive text, so you want to use descriptives, either the question type. So that's very important to keep in mind. Okay, so you want to use descriptive for the first one. Now I'm going to add a block. So that was my welcome block, right? So I add another block. And right over here, I also want to add like a page break so that you will see what I mean by a page break. But what it is basically when they click, it says once they finish this part up here, they're going to see a next button after that. That's when they go to the next page. Okay, so in this block, I'm going to name this as my first printer, what was my first printer? My first printer was HP LaserJet Pro 1102. What you need to do is insert your first product right here, right? So this is the name of your first product, and that's we're going to be profiling that. So I also have right over here some wording which I say here, for example, you will be shown a picture of the HP LaserJet Pro printer along with the link for the product description. Please view the design of the product and read all the product details and respond to the statements that follow. Please observe. Again, right over here, you can also do rich edit if you click this one right here. And that helps you sort of manipulate the content, bold it if you want to, If you don't want to bold it, so right over here, I'm going to just going to bold this here, right? So I'm just going to borrow this content that I have in a different survey. Um, I have that as a resource right there as I'm building this survey, so that I don't have to sit and type the whole thing. You'd have to type the whole thing, obviously, but so again, I go in here and create a new survey. I'm going to create a new question. Again, I'm going to use a descriptive text because I just want to give them some wording, some text, right? So, and then, like I said, you can click this right over here, and that can help you, bold it or not. So in this particular case, I want to bold the printer name, right? And then now I want to get to the opinion questions, right? So I'm going to put in like another page break here, and then move on to adding another question. So I want to show them the product at this point, right? So I've already told them that you're going to be seeing a product here, the product right now on the next page. I want to show them product. So, you have to find the HP printer. So what I do